Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are back with another match from Hurricane 2025 in Houston, a Swedish event. In this matchup, this is round one, we have Dan E versus Ben K. I don't know which decks they have or anything like that, but let's jump into the matchup. Okay, here we go. So I think on this one I did 1 1/4 speed. I might have done 1 1/2. Ben plays the Tundra and the Jet. Dan's plays a C. Looks like he's got a recall in his hand, so he's gonna recall on his own turn. Interesting. Oh, got a Mox to help himself out. Oh, he already had a Mox too. Cool. Plethora of cards here. Looks like he's got a full grip. And I'm walk. Whoa, Dan. All right. So many, so many broken spells that turn. 4 restricted cards on one turn is pretty good. In a Atog. Okay, so we have some sort of a Atog deck. And shattering the Jet. The guy's tapping for a black. I see it. Oh, okay. And looks like it was a sword. So, oh yeah, there's no mana burn. Yep, Swedish. So Ben swords at the end of the turn, pass back. Dan plays a cob and a jug. Disenchants the jug in a turn. Swings for 2 with factory, and then that gets bolted. I have no way keeping track of life here. It's going a little fast. Of course, that's what happens when you do accelerate speed. Dan with the Blood Moon. Does he have the counter? He does. Pop the Lotus for a counter. Down to 2 lands, a strip and a tundra. 1 strip format. And here comes the trike. And then that was swords. So Dan pinged Ben. Ben Ancestral recalls on his own turn. Passes back to Dan. Ben keeps having an answer because he only has 2 mana, but I'm sure he wishes he had more mana sources at this point. Golly, he's just not drawing any land. They're just draw, go right now. Workshop pass, draw pass. It feels like at this point Ben has 8 cards in his hand, but I guess he has 7. Discards the book, so now he's at 8. Really needs mana. So we have the Chaos Orb with 1 colorless floating for this. It gets disenchantted. So he still has 1 color floating for artifacts, doesn't utilize it, passes back. Oh, here's a land. Alright, Ben, what are you gonna do with the land? We're 3 minutes into the match and you have 3 lands finally. Passes. I guess hold for counter. I see Dan had a side blast. I can't see what else he has. Is that a fork? Fork, a bolt, a side blast? It might be a mind twist. I can't tell the third card. And passes. Demonic tutor. What do you even demonic tutor for? A balance, maybe? Yeah, I think you demonic tutor for a balance. Oh, you went library. Never mind. That's way better. That's way better because now you can keep drawing cards. You'll eventually get to more mana. And there was no creatures. I don't know why I was thinking balance. I was just looking at 6 land versus 3. And they have very close to the same amount of cards. But yeah, that was the right call. Library, so that way you can draw 2 a turn to try to start drawing mana sources. Or Ben in the tank, and I think he just passed back to Dan. Nope, not yet. Oh, maybe they already passed. I don't know. Maybe that was the end of Dan's turn, and Ben. Anyway, Ben drew off library, played a land, passed back. Now Dan's Drew another Blood Moon. He's got to find a way. Oh, he's going right into it. I would have tried to get a counter out first. Like play the Side Blast, play the Mind Twist or something. So I feel like Blood Moon just wins the game. With Ben drawing 2 cards a turn off that library, and he keeps drawing mana sources now. It's this game's slowly turning back to Ben's side. So Dan's at 20. As you guys know, with these kind of decks, that's a book. So I'm assuming he's playing the deck, and the longer the game goes, the worse it is for the opposing player. And a turn, Side Blast, and Bolt. All right, Dan's tapping, draws an island. He's got a Mox in hand, and a Fireball for 1 billion. For the game. Woo! Dan with the Fireball for the game. So that's the end of game 1. Dan pulling it off, was able to survive. That's an Atog deck, right? It's a Atog with Trikes and Jugs. The thing I thought was a fork was a Fireball. Nick's record on his camera, he recorded 3 games at once. So I zoomed in for each match that I'm going to commentate. So I think the quality's fantastic, but sometimes it's kind of hard to see a certain card. Um, but yeah, so Dan's gonna, I would assume, bring in, it look like flash counters. Is that what he was bringing in? And if he has shatters in the board, bring in the shatters. And then Ben, if he has copper red, he's gonna bring in the copper reds. He'll bring in probably a few blue elemental blasts, maybe like 2 or 3. So it's the deck, right? So I'm assuming he has Sarah's in the board. I'd bring in Sarah's. Yeah, I think I'd bring in Sarah's. I feel like Sarah's are sided in almost every time, game 2, when you're playing the deck. At least that's how I do it. Doesn't make it right, but that's how I do it. I pretty much always bring in Sarah's. Alright, so this time Ben's going to be on the play, Dan on the draw as we start game 2. I'm assuming Copper Red, Blue Elemental Blast, and Sarah's brought in from Ben, and then Dan, like we talked about. He probably brought in some Red Elemental Blast, Shatters, and what else did I say? Oh, looked like he brought in Flash Counters. Yeah, I see some Red Elemental Blast. Is that a tutor? Alright, they're keeping Library Pass. Ooh, and he has the 1 strip. Dan has the strip. That's huge. Ben taking the risk there, assuming there wouldn't be a strip, and I think that's what I do too in Swedish, but unfortunately Dan had it. The Fellwar Stone pass, Volcanic pass back to you, Ben, and now he has 3 mana online, about to be 4. So it seems, yep. So it seems Ben has mana this game. It's not gonna take him long to get his mana going. That's a bad land. Okay, he has 2 blue because of the Fellwar Stone, so you have to assume he's got a counter. You might as well wait. Yep, because you got your red elemental blast. Build up your mana. Tundra, go. Do you now play Sarah? Then you're gonna slam down the Sarah. He's gonna slam down Sarah. Oh, Mind Twist for 4. Ooh, Mind Twist for 4. Dan doesn't do anything. He's gonna. Okay, let's see what he lost. A jug, fireball, a red elemental blast, and I think a mox. That was a great Mind Twist. It's like 2 bolts and a tutor. I would almost tutor for the ancestral while he's tapped out. Get the ancestral, take the damage, go to 19, draw 3 cards, and try to recover from that mind twist. And that's what he does. So he drops to 19 as he shuffles up. Ben has quite a few cards in hand. 5, I'm thinking. It's hard to tell. Let's see what you drew. What'd you draw, Dan? A trike, a library, and something else. Might be a mind twist. All right. I like how Ben is moving his man around. Goes D-tutors there. I'll get my own D-tutor. He's got a factory and 2 tundras untapped. What would you get here? I think I'd get Ancestral Recall. I would have cast out my own turn. I don't know what else he would have got. I don't know. Yeah, I would have cast out my own turn too. Because he might have Red Elemental Blast. No, not his upkeep. Oh, played the risk and see? What did I say? I've done that before. I did that on Winter Derby too, by the way. Yep. Should have done it when he was tapped out. Oh well, it happens. I'm not sure why we were shuffling there again. Swing two, that's going to get bolted. Do not counter that. It's okay to lose one land. Oh, blue elemental. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think if you're Dan, you're okay with that. Let him blue elemental blast a lightning bolt. Are you mine? Oh, trike. So he did get him. He has two blue. He's playing a trike. Are you gonna counter? What are you gonna do, Ben? I'm assuming he's got the sword, so he'll take three. Get it swords. He gains a life. Right now, it looks like Dan only has one card in hand. Ben has a few. He's shuffling profusely, profusely shuffling. Swing the factory again. Here's another bolt. Do you have another blue elemental blast? No. I kind of like the idea of going aggressive there, though I usually like to keep my factories back when I'm playing the deck. Mana Drain Jug. That's four colorless. Is he going to drop a book? Mind Twist him for a billion? Brain Geyser for a gazillion? What are you going to do? This is how you get back into a game right here. Book. Okay. And a Sarah. Ooh, that's huge. Dan with no answer. Ben's now going to be drawing a card and swinging for four. You're on a three-turn clock, my friend. I don't know if I'd have played the Island, just would have kept in my hand. Oh, maybe he's building up for Fireball. Swing again. Ben can do this all day. Time Walk. Oh my goodness. Draw another card. Untap. Yep. This is spiraling out of control here. What's he doing now? Fireball. That's game. Oh wow. Yeah, once the Sarah drops, it kind of ends quickly. So it worked out well, even though Ben got his ancestral recall blasted. It didn't matter in the long run. Sarah's hard to handle for Dan if he doesn't have that side blast. He needs that side blast. And then he needs a red elemental blast to protect the side blast from getting countered. Yep, so we're on to game three. I think Ben liked what he saw, so he doesn't look like he's changing anything. Dan's swapping out a few cards. I don't, I don't know if I'm flash counter. Oh, I guess flash counter for swords. That makes sense. And chat. Never mind. Flash counter for swords, disenchants, etc. You're doing it right. Looks like he swapped two cards out for. I could not tell. Keep the shatters in though. Keep the blood moons in. You need to land a blood moon and hope he doesn't draw a blue elemental blast with island. All right, here we go. Game three. Is anybody gonna mulligan? Copy artifact? Suchi? He's keeping. Badlands pass. Ben draws. Tundra Lotus. Shatter it now if you can. Oh. Here comes Sarah. Nope. No Sarah yet. And turn Bolt you. Up 17. Ben's fine with that. If he lands a Sarah, it's game over. I like this. Copying Lotus? You fell stone. Okay. Do you have the counter? He has the counter. Oh, he's got another tower behind it too, or another blood moon behind it. Here comes a book. There you go. Okay, but he can draw off that book still, even though there's a ton of mountains in play. Ben plays a mountain, taps 4 mountains to draw a card, passes turn. Dan plays a mountain, so he's got a bunch of mountains. Attempting to kill the book. What? Kill the book? Oh, wow. Took it back. I think he was going for Fellware Stone for some reason. You got to kill that book. Hmm. I think. Oh, no, he's untapping. I think I would have killed that book last turn. It might not matter, though, because Suchi's fast. I just don't like the idea of Ben drawing 2 cards every turn if I'm Dan. And I feel like I would have a couple turns ago killed the book with that Chaos Orb, and I don't think I'd let him keep drawing like this. It's a risk, but I'm not good. Like I don't play these red decks. Now he just fireballed Suchi. I don't play these red decks. So, oh no, don't play the island. Oh, I don't think I would play the island either. And the reason why is because of the Fellware Stone. But maybe that's the right play. I think I would have took out the book a long time ago too. Oh, that's true. I didn't know he had a side blast, so he wants a side blast to try to bring him down. And he wants to keep his flash counter online to protect his blood moon. So I guess I get it. I would tap one of those mountains though. Okay, so yeah, now you flash counter. Ben goes, what the hell is flash counter? I'm gonna draw off my book and see if I can get something. Nope, didn't get it. Now he's gonna blow up the book, right? Oh, he's taking out the planes. Oh, and a miss. That's why he was saving the book. Dan, I'm wrong. You were right. Save it for the planes. Unfortunately, you did miss, but it now makes sense to me. Now there's another disenchant. So now Ben's hand of 6 cards or 7 is gonna now have mana to use the cards, or he will now have mana to use the cards because ooh, play to Sarah, but it gets Sonic blasted. Wow, that's wild. I was gonna say because he no longer has mountains, but untap pass looks like Dan has 2 cards. Ben still has 5 cards, and he still has a book, and he's gonna be able to draw whenever he wants. Dan might have 7 cards. But that library is about to be online any second now. Library or book 6, 7. Library. Yep. Now he's drawing 3 a turn. He's drawing 3 a turn. I don't know how you pull this off. And he's got a disenchant in hand if he lands another blood moon. Swing 2. Yeah, I like it. Start getting aggressive. Time walk. Wait. Yeah. Look. There you go. Draw with the book too while you're at it. Screw it. Get to 8 cards or 9 cards. Nope. Gonna stay at 8. Untap goes into his time walk turn. 8 cards on his up, or discarded the 8th card on his end of turn. Now this is a new turn. Draws a factory, plays factory, swings 3 because he pumps it with the new factory. You're at 9, Dan. 7 in hand. Draws library on his turn. Smart. 4. Draw. He's got 8 in hand. Make it 9. Yep, I like it. Get aggressive. Like the Faith No More song. Be aggressive. Well, I don't even know if I'd strip, but strip's the volcanic. I think I would have saved the strip for factory or library. Swing 4, bolt 1. He's like, that's fine. Take 3. You're at 7, and I have a full grip of billion cards. I'm gonna have to discard. That's what Ben's saying. Discards a Tundra, untap. Dan. This is a really good fight. Like this game 3 is kind of getting over, but going to 3 games, this is a really good match. Plays a C, it looks like. Swings for 2. That's a lot of cards in hand. Discards a C, passes. Plays a Cobb. Ben passes back, draw with book, untap. He's at 5. Oh, I don't know how you come back, Dan. Dan, excuse me. Tapping 3, 4, 5. Sarah. Oh, my twister 4. Nothing. Had a red elemental blast, 2 lands and a soul ring. Swing 2. That's game. Dan goes to 3. Needs a wheel of fortune or something crazy. Draws with library, draws with book, untaps with 9. 8, 9, 10 cards in hand, I think. 8, 9, yeah, 10, and then he scoops. Good game. Well, that was quick. That was I like the speed of 1.5, but it was hard to stay up with all the action. Great match though, Dan and Ben, for the first round from Hurricane 2025. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe.